Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Golden Sun, the Broken Seal. In the last episode, we made our way back from the Mercury Lighthouse up north in Emil, here to Coloma Forest to cure all these people, remove the curse, well, not cure, but just remove the curse, save Tret's life, and collect a reward from the southern mayor, who I can't tell if he's greedy or not. Anyway, in this episode, we will be continuing on with our journey. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why did we even have to go through any of that? Couldn't we have just gone through the Mercury Lighthouse and then straight past Coloma? The answer is no. Are you going to cross the bridge? Oh, right. Go ahead. Yeah, the thing that would have prevented us from being able to continue on immediately after Mercury Lighthouse without solving Coloma's problems is this bridge. This guy got turned into a tree too. For a while, I thought no one would ever cross this bridge again. Enjoy every crossing, for it could be your last. You wouldn't understand, but it's truly a joy to cross this bridge. Well, I guess it was an okay experience. I mean, I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. Alright. But yeah, that guy being turned into a tree meant that we were required no less, to, solve Coloma's problems, help Tret get back on his feet. Metaphorically, of course. He's a tree, he doesn't have feet. And, all that other fun stuff. And look at that party efficiency. It goes so well. And we even get to attack first against these bears. Anyway, you may have noticed on the world map already, but we are pretty much at our next destination. Here we have the Fuchin Temple. How did you get here? Is the bridge open again? Yes it is. Really? Then I can go home to Coloma now. I thought I'd never go home, what with the cursed forest and all. I don't feel safe going home alone. I hope a monk will escort me. Gems from the sky, blue lights in the north, all omens of disaster. They match legends of destruction described in our oldest scrolls. There is no point in training if the world is to be destroyed. Maybe it is better just to live happily. Well, there's no point in living happily since you're just gonna die anyway. Faulty logic! Blue lights in the north. Terrifying! A rain of broken stars. A forest suddenly grows. All omens. Many stars fell from the sky, just as it says in the scrolls. Is this truly a portent of the world's destruction? I hope I used that word correctly. I don't get to see portent very often. I do believe it's pretty much a synonym with prophecy or sign. Nyunpa has not eaten in days. He's going to waste away to nothing. I can't imagine fasting. It gets me depressed just thinking about it. Yeah, I couldn't imagine fasting either. I love me some good foods. Isn't it noble of him to try to save the world by becoming enlightened? That sounds noble. However, I really do not want to see Nyunpa waste away. Damn, that's a hard name to say. I'm just gonna call him Ninny. I will train to become a good monk. Then I will save the world, even if I must sacrifice myself. This guy's just going to... let's see, if we get around him, will he talk to us? I'm traveling around the world to spread goodwill. Since I'm here, I'd like to learn the secrets of the Fuchin Temple. But that won't be happening unless I undergo intense training. Alright, well, let's head on in. This must be Ninny. ... 6 dots. Oh my. I'm gonna rob him just for all those dots. The unicorn ring! Now this ring is used to remove poison. Very, very handy. I'm gonna give that to Garrett since he normally can never remove poison. Alright, so let's try reading his mind. Who is it? Who is that? Who speaks to my mind? Young master, was that your voice I heard in my head just now? Do you see anyone else here? No, I'm just saying no. Speak no lies to me! Oh god, I hope this isn't racist. I knew it! You follow them, do you not? Yes, them can obviously only refer to one group of people. I knew it! But you must go through Mogul Forest, the endless woods. The forest itself is a mystery, and its paths even more so. No ordinary man can pass from one side to the other. But perhaps I could, young master. If you can endure the trials in the Waterfall Grotto, I will tell you. Will you take the test? Yes, I will. Ooh. Do not worry, you will be permitted to enter the grotto. Go now, Isaac. Just remember, you are not the only ones who can read minds. Delightful. But I'm curious, how does he know the forest is endless, or how to navigate it, when it's supposedly just popped up recently because of the falling synergy stones? Like, I think that's a plot point they never really address. I have already heard of your test from Master Ninny. You may enter. The test of the Fuchin Falls is a difficult one. Do not enter until you are ready. Can such young warriors endure the trial of the grotto? Yeah, young indeed. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but their official ages are, let's see, Isaac, Garrett, and Mia are all 17, Ivan is 15. The dragon's flame illuminates the path of truth in darkness. Yay, I love dragons! Dragons are awesome, the best mythical creature ever. 10 out of 10. Oh no, the treasure chest was a mimic. Whatever are we gonna do? We're gonna beat it up by showing off Isaac's newest ability he's learned on this journey. Ragnarok. Sadly, it's not as epic as a name like that would suggest. Like, it's pretty damn epic, but Ragnarok is the end of the world in Norse mythology. I don't think a sword falling from the sky is the perfect way to encapsulate that. It is pretty cool, though. I like Ragnarok. The spell. I haven't seen the Thor movie Ragnarok. Oh, and Garrett's Heat Wave, it may not look it, but just like Ragnarok and Astroblast, back from when we were fighting Tret, and I believe I used it on Saturos, it's been a while. Anyway, Ragnarok and Heat Wave are both physical synergies, or physical attack synergy, so they will calculate the user's attack stat when you use them. So they're going to be useful for killing single enemies that are really tough, like mimics and bosses. Alright. Rays of light give birth to shadows, revealing the way. Yeah, that's basically just telling us what we got to do in this room, which, you know, will become apparent later. We're going to have to find another way there, though, because even if we could do anything on the ground floor, we can't do anything on the ground floor. Oh, and I should have... Well, no, I can mention that later. I'll mention it later. Make a mental note to remind me to mention that thing I was going to mention now, later. I don't know how that's gonna get to me since this has already been recorded and everything, but just do it anyway, okay? Oh wow, these guys are kind of tough. But you know what, we'll just repeat our turn like last time. No big deal. And since Ivan is so fast, he'll probably, take them all out. And then we can let Mia ply everyone. She's going to ply her trade. I love puns. Let's see. Nothing we can do up here at the moment, so let's head down. Alright, let's get to that chest. I love these types of puzzles. Alright, an Arctic Blade. Let's see what that is. Alright, it's a long sword, so that means it's for either Isaac or Garrett. And it has an Unleash Blizzard. Garrett, you're a wimp, so you get the sword. Yay for Garrett! Or yay for wimps, I don't know. Either way, Garrett gets the sword. Yeah, the spikes, they will deal small amounts of damage to you if you touch them. I guess I can just walk over these ones to demonstrate. Yeah, very small, so I guess I shouldn't even really worry about it. But I'm gonna worry about it. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with having anxiety, constantly worrying about things, and worrying about them more when people tell you to stop worrying about it. That makes me worry about it. Oh, look at that. That is an adorable looking Jupiter Ginny right there. I was gonna do oh, how do we get over there? But it's actually pretty straightforward. Also, you have to fight this guy, so make sure to save. Your game was saved. Alright, let's go. And if you have been running around with your party outside of their regular mono-element classes, I would highly recommend putting Isaac back in his mono-element class to handle Jupiter Jin, since he's the only one who learns an attack synergy like Ragnarok. There are no other Earth element single target abilities you can get at this point. There are a few you can get access to later in the game, but that is just so late in the game, it's really tough to recommend. Boom! It's so pretty, I love it. Even though I was just bashing it a few minutes ago because it's not end of the world satisfactory. Alright, so that gives us our third Jupiter Ginny. Zephyr. Let's see, Zephyr boosts the party agility with a swift wind. So, very handy. Alright, what else is there? Well, oh, right, bad news. I don't think I can do the game I wanted to do for my next Let's Play. I had planned on a PlayStation 2 title, but sadly, my PlayStation 2 is not cooperating. That was the wrong way. That's where we go to get to the dragon, but we can't do anything with the dragon yet, so we're gonna have to do this. And then this. Woo! Puzzle solving for the win! I kind of want to say I'd be down for a whole game with, like, solving the puzzles you get in these non-combat sections in Golden Sun, but then I thought about it more, and I don't think I really would. It would get really dull after a while. Like, the puzzles in Golden Sun work out fine because they're juxtaposed with the combat. I already explained that, but yeah, suffice to say, they complement each other. Alright, now we got the Dragon's Eye. Ooh, and what's this? There's a pathway on the ground. Yeah, that's a shadow reflecting that's the shadow of an invisible pathway. So, yeah, figure out how that works. Like, how does something that's invisible cast a shadow? You know what? That's genuinely stumping me. And unless it's not invisible, it just happens to be air-colored. But air doesn't cast a shadow either. I'm overthinking it. I overthink a lot of things. Like there was this one thing I saw that basically said that we're not adding any extra weight to the Earth when we build things because all the materials were already on Earth. Yay, we got to see the new Arctic Blades Howl Blizzard. Very sexy. Alright, so I don't think you can fall off here. Yeah, no, you can't even fall off this pathway. Although... Ooh, let's read this tablet. The secret of Ki shall be revealed to the disciples of truth. Ooh, the Orb of Force. Bestows force when equipped. Anyone can use it. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Garrett. He doesn't get a lot of field synergies, and he's usually not good for anything else, so I put a lot of stuff on him. I guess that's not true. He is good for things. But since his synergy is the least useful overall, I like to make him an HM slave. Anyway, a thing I needed you to remind me about, thank you for reminding me by the way, was that Fuchin Temple, the whole Fuchin Temple, is completely optional. You did not need to come in here at all. It's possible to beat the game without doing that. Young Master, did you complete the test? Yes, I did. Why, you have mastered the secrets of Fuchin Temple! Master Ninny is waiting for you. Proceed to the temple. Yeah, you do not need to come here. You don't need to pick up Force, because it's only necessary in the next part of the game, the Mogul Forest, which you can navigate without using it. I'd still highly recommend picking it up. There are a few optional things you can grab later in the game with Force, although there is one hilarious scene you can get if you don't pick up Force. There are no points of no return. You can backtrack all the way back to the Soul Sanctum after you get to the last dungeon in this game. No consequences. So never worry that you're leaving something behind. It's just that makes it tough to keep up with the level curve if you skip areas. Excellent, Isaac! I am glad to see you master the secrets of Fuchin Temple. We monks call the power you have obtained Ki. You seem confused, Isaac. Yes, you're spouting words at me I've never heard before. Do you expect me to not be confused? You know, I'm saying no. You possess great wisdom for one so young, but I feel I must explain this. It is called Force by the Western world, but it is really spiritual power. I will teach you, as I promised. Use this power to go through the forest. What would happen if you let loose this energy in the forest? Haha! You are curious, no? No. I can read minds, you know. You are curious, aren't you? Well, Isaac maybe, but I know what you're gonna say. Monsters that wait in hiding would show themselves. You would then try to defeat them, would you not? No, unless they attacked me first. Haha! That is right! There is no good in wanton destruction. Monsters are cowardly. They will run once they know you can see them. Well, some of them do. They are creatures of the woods, so they do not get lost there. And that's it. Use this energy to find the monsters, then follow them. It is that simple. Now that I have passed my knowledge of Ki along, I am without worries. Farewell, Isaac. Take care of yourself. Yep, with that, we have finished Fuchin Temple. And also, with finishing Fuchin Temple, I'm gonna go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.